Hello, good morning everyone. Very warm welcome to Baby Good Free IELTS sessions. So as you know that we are coming up with our tips part, I'm providing you some tips for the speaking module. And today I'm going to provide you some quick 7 tips for speaking part 2. That means I'm going to provide you 7 quick tips for your cue card. How you can prepare your cue card with those 7 quick tips. So let's look at that. Now you know that speaking cue card is the most difficult part of the speaking test because it's a monologue. Monologue means only one person will be speaking there, and that is you, the test taker. Monologue is different from rest of the text because part 1 is conversation, part 3 is also conversation, but part 2 cue card, you will be speaking alone without any questions or help from the examiner. So examiner will give you a cue card similar to this one. You can see here, describe something you own which is very important to you. You should say, and then you have 4 bullet points, right? Now, they'll give you 1 minute to prepare and then 2 minutes to speak about it. So let's look at the first tip, which is going to help you to prepare your cue card. You don't have to talk about every bullet point. Now, when you look at your official marking criteria of the speaking test, now there is nothing mentioned that you have to talk about every bullet point. Lots of IELTS examiners know this, but they don't tell students because they don't want to give them an unfair advantage. So you will always be given a general topic at the start of the test, and then you should say followed by 3 4 points, that bullet points. Now the rule is that you must talk about the general topic at the top of the card, but you don't have to talk about all of the bullet points because you can note that it says you should say, not you must say. So these are not mandatory, but yes, these are for your help so that you can talk about it. Now, bullet points are there only to help you. So if you want to talk about them, please do. However, if there are one or two that you don't like or you don't feel comfortable talking about, leave them out and talk about something else. Make sure you talk about is within the general topic and you will be fine. Tip number 2, have a strategy. Now, IELTS is much easier if you have a strategy for each part of your test. You can use this strategy when you're practicing, and then you will be much more confident in your test. I have even developed effective strategies for the part 2. If you want to look at those strategies, go to my speaking session for the IELTS classes and watch how to prepare for part 2 of your speaking, that is cue card. Tip number 3, as you know that practice, it makes you perfect. So start preparing for it. Do not memorize your answers. There are too many topics for you to memorize, and it is highly unlikely that you will get the same topic. It is completely waste of time and leads you to very strange answers. So if the examiner spots this, they are allowed to give you band 0 because you have memorized your answer. Focus on your fluency and pronunciation. Record yourself, listen to yourself, how you can improve your fluency. Learn functional language used to describe common grammar functions, such as talking about the past, present, or future. Give your opinion, evaluate someone's opinion, talking hypothetically. Time yourself so you know how much you have to speak in 1 to 2 minutes, because some people they have a habit of speaking quickly, whereas another one they have the habit of speaking slowly. So maintain a natural tone when you speak. Tip number 4, use your 1 minute wisely. Now you know that you have only 1 minute to prepare before you start talking. You will not have enough time to write full sentences. So what you will do, you will be able to write only keywords, abbreviations, or some little notes. So these keywords will guide you throughout your talk and will help you also if you can't think of ideas. So have a strategy which will help you. So what exactly you can talk in the next 2 minutes? Create your plan using short notes, keywords, and abbreviations. Tip number 5, personal experiences are best, but telling a lie is okay too. So, best answers are always about things you have actually experienced in your life. So, you will be able to describe things in much more detail, and you will also be able to talk more coherently about them. So students, they tend to be more confident talking about real experiences, and this helps them with their fluency and pronunciation. However, some of the cue cards will ask you to talk about things you might not have experienced in your life. So it's fine if you're going to lie. Examiner will never check your answers or worry about whether they are truth or not. However, they might ask you some follow up questions, so you have to be prepared for this. In my experience, what I believe is the best strategy is to use your real experiences first and then add in some lies. So it will help you to answer the question fully. You can use your imagination and then you will be fine answering the question. Tip number 6 is you can expand your ideas. So it is always much better to fully expand each main idea than to simply state lots of main ideas and not develop them all. So this will give you more impressive answers and it will be better use of your time. It is much easier to think of few relevant ideas and develop them than to think about lot of different ideas. So when you're practicing, a very good way to expand your idea is to use who, what, why, where, how. Start answering the WH questions. So you're going to help quickly and you will be easily developing your main ideas. And you will also get used to the grammatical structures, right? Your senses will help you use your wide range of vocabulary, right? So start looking for expanding your ideas and your grammatical structure also. Tip number 7, mistakes are okay. Now, everyone make mistakes and using the grammar or either about vocabulary. So every time I make a video, it takes longer to edit it, mistakes, and then gonna record it. So even students who get band 8 or 9, they make small mistakes. This is totally understandable, right? Even the native speakers also, they do make mistakes. So do not panic when you make a mistake. I have listened to lots of students who are halfway through part 2 questions, and then they make small grammatical error and then they completely lost their way and their score went from high to the average one. So being nervous and stressed will affect your ideas, your pronunciation, your fluency, and it leads to further grammatical errors. So when you make a mistake, simply forget about it. There's nothing you can do. So don't panic and continue with your answer. So keep practicing and keep learning these 7 quick tips for your speaking part 2. That is your cue card topic. Stay tuned for more tips and strategies so that you can boost your overall score. And do not miss to attend our live session at 4 to 5 p.m. Monday to Friday, where you can have all your doubts and queries with me. So do follow these tips. Bye bye. Take care, all of you.